2,000 years ago, 12 men and many women followed one man around for 3 years of their lives. He assured them that he was God in the flesh, and they believed him. They were convinced he was telling the truth. They would follow him anywhere. They saw amazing things, healings, bringing people back to life. He told them that he was a king and that he was going to set up a kingdom. 3 years. 3 years. 1,095 days. On Thursday night, he was with his closest friends, and he wanted to take the Passover with them. And while he's doing this, he stops and he washes the feet of every single one of them. Scripture leads us to believe that he even does this for Judas, the very one that would betray him. And as he's doing this, as he finishes, he institutes what's the Lord's Supper and lets them know that his body is going to be broken for them and his blood is going to be shed for them. And he tells them that someone is going to betray him. None of them can believe it. And he looks at Judas and he tells him to go and do what he's going to do. After this, he tells them that Peter is going to deny him. And he said, "No, I won't. I'll never do it. I'll never, ever deny you." Of course, we know that not to be true. After this is over, the stress of the coming day is so much for Jesus that it drives him out to go to pray. He goes to the Garden of Gethsemane. And while he's there, he asks his 3 friends, "Would you please pray for me?" His 3 closest friends. And instead of praying for him, they fall asleep. And here, the stages of going through this all alone begin. And as he's praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, begs God, he says, "God, please, let this cup pass from me." Now he's speaking this in his humanity because he knows the plan of God is that he must go to the cross. And none of his 3 disciples will stay awake with him. They all fall asleep. And while he was praying, his disciple of 3 years, Judas, came up to him. He had with him a big crowd of people of the chief priests, and he betrayed him with a kiss, a sign of friendship. And this betrayal happened all for 30 pieces of silver. Not very much money. And then he was arrested. And he went before Caiaphas at this particular time, the high priest. And in these late Thursday night hours, there's a false sham trial. And they charged him with blasphemy. Now this is not true. And they knew that they couldn't crucify him. And so they know the only thing they can do is to take him to the Romans so that they could kill him. They were the only ones that could do it for them. And so they sought false testimony of blasphemy, and they took Jesus to go be put to death. And during this, they spit on him, they hit him, they mocked him, they slapped him on the face, and all the while saying, "Prophesy who it is that struck you." And while this is going on, Peter is outside denying him, saying that he never ever knew him. And the Bible records that on the 3rd time, as he's cursing and swearing that he doesn't know him, it says that Jesus and Peter's eyes meet at this particular time. And in that moment, the leader of the 12 denies him. And the rooster crows, and Peter goes out and he weeps bitterly. And yet another sign that Jesus was going to go through this all alone.